Have any of you had grandparents that show you love and support consistently while teaching you life lessons? I would think almost every one of you has had a grandparent like that. My grandpa was a person who worked extremely hard at everything he did and made the hard times fun. I'm going to explain to you, the audience, how my grandpa lived and how he was a great role model to me, and some of you may think the same about your grandparents. My grandpa was hardworking. My grandpa was always outside on the farm working, and you could almost always find him working in the shop. My grandpa taught me how to work in everyday life when I was always at my grandparents' house since my parents had to work and my grandma stayed at home. I would love to be outside with my grandpa. My grandpa's hardworking mindset shows now with my father, who works at a bank during the day and comes home to work on the farm during the evenings. My grandpa always had a good time. My grandpa was always in a good mood, and I rarely saw him frustrated or stressed out about anything. For example, when my grandparents used to watch me during the day when I was about 4 years old, we would always go to Bismarck almost once a week. The first time we went, I hated it until we went out and ate at the Woodhouse. From there on out, we always would eat at the Woodhouse or Rockin' 50s every time we went to Bismarck, and my grandpa would always let me choose between the two. My grandpa never got mad or angry. My grandpa never yelled at me or any of his grandchildren, no matter what. He would tell us what not to do without getting angry. I also see this trait with my dad as well, since he rarely gets angry. Those are the reasons my grandpa has meant so much to me, and I will always remember him for those characteristics. Now that you have heard mine, you may even be thinking the same for your grandparents, or they can be different, but either way, grandparents have characteristics that stick in your family. So don't take grandparents for granted. They are truly the best.